became a politician's worst nightmare and hope for the people. That politicians will no longer spend their taxpayers' dollars at their own whim without providing the service that the dollars is supposed to be spent on. So I did officially, on the deadline, legally, did start a legal proceeding in the Ontario Divisional Court of Justice against the City of Toronto, legally contesting 2026 Olivia Child's budget in a court of law. This is our application, and it is between Mr. Kevin Clark on behalf of the people and the City of Toronto. And this is a notice to the respondent. The legal proceeding has been completed. The claim made by the applicant appears on the page below. This, this application for a judicial review will come for a hearing before the divisional court on the date to be filed by the registry by a method of hearing requested by the applicant unless the court orders otherwise. The applicant requests this application to be heard in person. And this was served on the city clerk of the City of Toronto this morning, and this was also served to the Attorney General of Ontario, and it was issued today, March 13th, in the Ontario Divisional Court of Justice. Taxpayers' money should not be spent on just lip service where you say that the money's going here and it's going there, but in turn there's no accountability for the spending of the money. The affidavit of service has been served. All documents have been commissioned by a commissioner of oath, and the filing fee has been paid by Mr. Kevin Clark on behalf of the people. We are not legally challenged that the budget is not in the interest of the taxpayers. We are also putting in a motion to implement an interim stay to stop the implementation of the budget. We believe that in an election year, we cannot have someone who is looking to run for public office and who may lose the office issue a budget that would handicap the incoming mayor, which many believe will be Mr. Kevin Clark. And if that person does become mayor, then the one who put forth the budget, then that budget can be involved. But we do not believe that people who have been elected to office should use taxpayers' dollars to give out all types of benefits, in which in turn could create a conflict of interest where those benefits were given out for the purpose of enticing individuals or groups who those fundings were given to cast their votes for that individual. And the affidavit of service has been commissioned and has been signed. And we, as I stated before, we have officially served the City of Toronto, and we have officially served the Ontario government that we will be challenging the 2026 city budget in the court of law. And we do believe that this could very well be the first time in Canadian history we have provided our backing, and I will be self-represented and we represent the people of the City of Toronto to ensure that there is no corruption or improprieties or that was put forth in delivering this budget. We believe that there were and may very well be improprieties because we are not seeing the service that the previous budget outlined that the money would be spent on. We know that large amount of people are being paid for the money. But we also see by the decay in our roads and the decay in our services, and with the large amount of corruption in our Toronto police service and the large amount of officers being charged, we do see that a large amount of that money is going to promote illicit acts, like officers who are being charged in turn with the $91 million being put in by the mayor. We are also paying all these individuals to stay at home who have been charged for criminal acts. If these individuals have been accused of a criminal act, then we suspend their badge, but we do not leave them at home and still pay them. We have them come in as a suspended officer to either clean the garbage, to clean the toilets, or to do other work that is there that does not affect the legal process. And we do believe that taxpayers have a right to ensure that when they have to pay extra property tax, that their money is not going to support people who are given a badge or given authority who was committed or accused of illegal acts to pay them while they are being brought to a court of law for the allegations of these illegal acts. We do not believe that somebody should be say they were given a badge and they were charged for criminal acts and there was enough evidence for the law to charge them. We do not believe that we should be paying them to sit at home for them alleging breaking the law. Also, I do not believe that we should be paying a large amount of people to go out there and seek homeless individuals so we can distribute paraphernalia such as crack pipes, needles, and meth pipes for them to do illicit activities such as fentanyl, cocaine, or other types of drugs. And I also feel that it's not proper for us to say we're spending a large amount of money to help the homeless, but in turn, the majority of that money is going to buy spaces that would end up employing people to where a large amount of homeless don't have access to many parts of those spaces or the resources that were supposed to go towards the issue of housing the homeless and giving them an opportunity of hope. So employment is a provincial or federal issue. I'm not sure which division, but it's not a municipal issue. So why are we using taxpayers' money to employ people because they say they're there to help the homeless when in reality the homeless remain the same, and then these individuals end up getting employment and getting paid out of homeless money. This is why I have legally challenged the 2026 Toronto budget in court of law. Have a beautiful, blessed day.